You could chalk up 23 oil spills in the last 5 years to incompetence, sure. But I think you should open your minds to the idea that these were planned events. This could be the bioweapon's doing, sure. But first, perhaps I should consult my friend, a world-renowned expert on the subject of ancient giants. Trust the shark's plan. The bioweapon appears determined to disperse its infectious bodily fluids anywhere and everywhere. This may look like a friendly local bait shop, but it's actually a satanic temple of death and terror. And what are these? My guess is powerful influencing machines, designed to make us hate America and love. good old-fashioned cheese. Judging by the behavior of wildlife in this area, the bioweapon is also spreading estrogen-mimicking endocrine disruptors. Is falling behind. Earlier dawdling has this fish looking. Tricep rotations and oblique rolls are a great way to build those swimming muscles.
Let's use them! Use the guard!
The shark explodes off the blocks. By reducing drag, the shark can make a minimum energy investment for a maximum speed return. This is such a treat for all you die-hard swim fanatics. Notice how she positions her fins at different angles, altering the flow of the water around her. Impressive, but how do you think she'd fare in the 200-meter backstroke? Uranium-235 test subject, the irradiated shadow orca. Defend the ocean domain from insectoids. A source close to the Army Corps of Engineers informs me the group has been involved in a purposely directed Gulf depopulation program for years. These days, you have to be ready for anything, especially poisonous space clouds. The Earth's weakening magnetosphere is allowing these dangerous clouds to enter deep into our atmosphere, putting you and the ones you love at risk. Noctilsense is a revolutionary new supplement that will protect your family from the effects of space cloud exposure, such as cosmic spore syndrome and acute intergalactitis. Noctilsense. When the space clouds come, will you be prepared? Apropos of nothing, I'd just like to say that the Warren Commission was a total farce. That man was an insectoid hologram. I saw the image flickering as he was rendered limb by limb. And away we go! We could be witnessing the rise of the next superstar athlete. The shark's looking real confident. Look at the determination. Not fast enough, I'm afraid. Ready, set, go! This fish really needs a second wind. Looks like she's hit a wall. The fish is displaying some good body spine alignment. The shark burst right out of the gate. This is getting tense. propeller. The big fish really needs to get that tail moving. Diaphragmatic breathing could really help improve the shark's swimming performance. With the clock ticking, there's little time to make up for errors. She looks full of adrenaline. The shark doesn't appear to be in swimming shape. Well, that sated my need for speed. Operation Garden Plot was just the beginning. The Rex 84 program is underway. The insectoids are rounding us up for their re-education efforts. Fort Clovis local settlement was an opportunity to indulge in mindless gratuitous slaughter. About you, but I have a small saxitoxin-filled needle that I am prepared to use in case I'm captured for forced labor in the insectoids' copper mines.
got her. Right?
Humans' attention spans are short. They've already forgotten about the shark and her many crimes, so thus ends the bounty. Conventional apprehension methods have failed. Authorities send out a moderate collection of untrained, unlicensed individuals to do their work for them.
That shark's around here somewhere.
Clearly, the NWO sunk this ship for trying to deliver food, water, and medicine to imperiled patriots. The battle is over, but the war goes on. Unlike some folks, I am not easily pacified by manufactured spectacles like senior professional golf tours. Atomic Energy Commission Project, the Irradiated Electric Great White. This may look like a friendly local bait shop, but it's actually a satanic temple of death, terror, and animal sacrifice. But I'm also currently doing a liver detox. What happens inside these gated communities? 2 words: sex cults. This shark blasts out with an unbelievable stuff. The fish needs to stay focused as she enters the final stretch. This predator really needs to push the pace. This shark is really proving herself an athlete to watch. I suggest some hip posing. It helps shave 3 minutes off my foot. Look how gracefully she glides through the water. Something else, isn't she? Perhaps she could put some one-on-one sessions with a USA swimming certified coach. See there? That's some real good technique. That is some sailfish level swimming. Sage advice for the shark. She who pulls the most water. You know, my high school swim coach used to say, it's easier to pass through water than overpower it. The shark's swimming form has really started to deteriorate. Bad swim technique can increase drag and decrease efficiency. The big fish masterfully demonstrates how to splash and dash. cardiovascular exercise available to sharks. Well, guess I owe my bookie 300 bucks. The shark explodes off the blocks. The shark could benefit by increasing her stroke length. This is why it's so important when swim training to practice your positioning. This is a race against time, and she's already losing. Just like a quote of the day calendar, that was inspiring. When radioactive creatures DNA, resulting in superpowers such as electricity manipulation. That or kink. Have made clear their intention to overthrow private property. Extrajudicial killings of all owners of homes with a second bathroom are right around the corner. Mark my words.
Is that it? That ain't it.
You're right at me.
I always suspected that that man was part of a Chinese-led coup against the United States.
A breeze would be nice.
Somebody got eyes on her. Should have brought my fish finder. Don't know how good I am at spotting.
Hey, what's going on with my viewer count? I will not be silenced.
Touching me. I know it.
Hell, I don't know, maybe.
Getting word from base to head home.
Port Clovis has grown bored of the hunt, leaving our shark to fight another. A successful shark hunt is traditionally celebrated with off-grid human whiskey in large quantities of pseudo-events. Free speech prohibitions are right around the corner, friends. Violators will be imprisoned.
Got eyes on her.
It's gotta come up to eat sometime.
There's no question that waffle-centric restaurants are a thinly veiled plot to topple the very foundations of our democracy.
I need a new prescription. I see ya. Never mind.
What is that?
We done all we could.
With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. More of these machines dispersing mental poison from hell, creating a lumpen mass of propaganda-drugged Americans who'd rather watch Aubrey Dominique take the Cocoa Pop Challenge than read the Constitution. An embedded chip. The insectoids are using a brain-tickling interface to wirelessly operate these sharks. its incredible maneuverability. Look at the technique. She's really transferring her muscle power from her body to the water. To quote the title of my favorite early 2000s teen thriller, that turned me into a swim fan. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like George Sackett's Shadowplay, how deep state occultists inside the USDA are secretly controlling American society. Shooting anything that moves.
They got it. Shark problem.
Fellas, we got a shark we can put down.
Getting tired of this. Does this smell unusual? Or is that just for clothes?
We're done here, I guess.
Ready, set, go! The shark is going to need a late surge to come out on top. This is not an optimal race pace. Such beautiful controlled movements. A slight bodily adjustment might decrease her drag. That's another clip for this shark's highlight reel. Shark was prohibited by royal decree in ancient Egypt. This is entirely Having trouble breathing? It could be because of the toxic air in our environment. That's why you need Lung Flush, the ancient herbal miracle product only from survival.
Suffocating out today. What is that? It's anti-combatic. Anybody's got a good set of needles and pliers.
All I see is water. Come on now.
It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark. For now. I, for one, am glad the shark has purged my fan base of pernicious outsiders secretly plotting to harm my reputation. Telling you, all the alphabet soup agencies are turning this into an ecological dead zone so they can, well, so they can do something.
I just wrote a bunch of on Wikipedia. It'll... explain everything.
The shark responds out of fear for the sovereignty of the United States and Earth itself. Port Clovis is a powerful energy vortex, sacred to the insectoids for its high concentrations of caffeine, taurine, and high fructose corn syrup. There you see it. The Ishtar Gate and Processional Way are being constructed to welcome all variety of otherworldly entities to seduce and deceive mankind. Ferris wheels are a poor substitute for a truly representative government that honors the rights of its citizens.
Freedom and little freedom equals tiny baby clothes.
I, for one, am glad the shark has purged my fan base of pernicious outsiders secretly plotting to harm my reputation. So many sheeple going about their daily lives, ignorant that their minds are held captive by forces they don't know or understand.
If you just watch the 4-hour video they put out, it'll explain everything. Trip West Haven.
Okay, trust the shark's plan. Love books but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today, like Cynthia Todd's Program to Kill, Video Games and Violence. The NWO's hatred for free markets and affordable consumer goods has truly reached its apotheosis. We are in a time of great tribulation, and the gates of your gated communities will not save you. Intimidated by the shark's fierce love of country and implacable devotion to the ideals of liberty, the bioweapon flees to open waters.
Don't think we're gonna make any more more headway today.
Shark seems stuck in around Cabana Breeze. Let's move, hunters.
Time for us to put down another shark.
Are trying to set up a puppet order, with its main purpose being the annexation of Port Clovis. The shark explodes off the blocks. That is some sailfish-level swim. This predator really needs to push the pace. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like Ken McKeever's Where Did the Ship Go? Evidence of directed laser technology in the sinking of the Lusitania. Bad swim technique can increase drag and decrease efficiency. The insectoids have worked hard to ensure that they and their conspirators continue to occupy. This is why it's so important with swim training to practice your positioning. Not fast enough, I'm afraid. And we are underway. Dogling has this fish looking fatigued. The shark is going to need a late surge to come out on top. These are Chinese-made rigs. If there's any ferocity. I say the shark's poor technique is really limiting her swim speed. Ferris wheels are incredibly uneconomical. So why are we suddenly seeing them everywhere? Because they are spirit. The shark could benefit by increasing her stroke length. See, the shark really needs to feel the water. I think that's her problem. The shark burst right out of the gate. That anal fin is really important as a vertical stabilizer. Wow, such speed and control. A source close to the Army Corps of Engineers informs me that the group has been involved in a purposely directed Gulf depopulation program for years. Swimming is one of the best forms of cardiovascular exercise available to sharks. Apropos of nothing, I'd just like to... This is getting tense. Some speed work and endurance training would really enhance the shark's performance potential. The fish is displaying some good body spine alignment. The fish needs to stay focused as she enters the final stretch. All these recent oil spills are merely contrived events designed to cripple the Gulf's fishing industry. This shark is really proving herself an athlete to watch. The world is bracing for hyperinflation. With the clock ticking, there's little time to make up for errors. To quote the title of my favorite early 2000s teen thriller, that turned me into a swim fan. laser-equipped electrode implanted in the great white's limbic system. An insectoid designed stimulus. The battle is over, but the war goes on. While hunting bull sharks was made illegal in 1997, many shark hunters get around it. But not here. Hold on. A new insight source is uploading me with information. Oh, it's a photo of two homeless men in an alley in there. Oh, never mind. And we're off to the race. Dominant performance thus far. Look at the technique. She's really transferring her muscle power from her body to the water. She looks full of adrenaline. Diaphragmatic breathing could really help improve the shark's swimming performance. The predator perhaps could improve her swimming luck. Look at the determination. Perhaps she could book some one-on-one sessions with a USA swimming certified coach. Perhaps she started out of the gate too hard. Looks like she's hit a wall. The shark really needs to work on her floor. And so we begin. The shark's dorsal helps her keep balance as she moves through the water. You know, my high school swim coach used to say, it's easier to pass through water than over water. Such beautiful, controlled movements. She needs to make sure that her nose is always pointed toward her destination. I suggest some temperature. It helps shave 3 minutes off my fight. The apex predator comes up. Wow. I haven't witnessed such a fiery performance since Christina Egerzagi at the '92 Summer Games. The shark works her tail like a propeller. Some sage advice for the shark. She who pulls the most water. That was disappointing. And we are underway. Something else, isn't it? This fish really needs a second wind. Shark's looking really confident. A slight bodily adjustment might decrease her drag. The shark might consider some interval training. The shark bursts right out of the gate. By reducing drag, the shark can make a minimum energy investment for a maximum speed return. This is not an optimal race. This could be one for the record books. Look how gracefully she glides through the water. Just like a quote of the day calendar, that was inspiring. This city, like so many across our once great country, has become an Agenda 21 cesspool. You could chalk up 23 oil spills in the last 5 years to incompetence, sure. But I think you should open your minds to the idea that these were planned events. It appears that the bioweapon is not only carrying a viral agent, but the HPV vaccine as well. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. Everything is energy, even physical matter. So maybe, if we all focus our minds on the destruction of this unholy weapon, it will happen. Like heroic Neo, the shark has freed us from the Matrix. Now, we can unplug from the metal coils that once enslaved us, leave our mechanical caves, and greet this new dawn of truth. It's been 90 days since my last Truth Quest broadcast. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where I've been. Well, for the past year or so, I've been partaking daily of ayahuasca. In fact, the very concept of Truth Quest came to me during a powerful vision. It was during my last vidcast that I experienced what my wife described as a psychotic break. The next day, she and my son Steven staged a family intervention. Well, I'm happy to report that since then, I've filed for divorce. Now I have time to dedicate myself to my true calling. Questers, we know that reality is just a mirage. Somewhere through the crack between time and space, great cosmic truths remain, still awaiting discovery. These are the obscure and unmarked points along the road of our Truth Quest.